Okay, so as a result of some, like, pulled muscle type injuries yesterday when I went bowling, today's gameplay will be provided by my good friend Magellan. Say hi, Magellan. Anyway. Ski Kids Skating. Ski Kids Race. What is
no,
this?
it's SK Pez Dispenser Kids Racing.
I see. And Spectre Boxing.
They're both.
That just reminds me of fucking, Shadow Basketball, Knuckles Baseball, Rogue and Amy Dennis, Cream Butt Flubber Catch. I did those in the wrong order, but whatever.
Cream Butt Flubber Catch?
I don't know what he's actually saying, but it sounds like...
This is that weird, like, McDonald's commercial, right?
Yes. This doesn't say
Dimension. There's no monkeys in it.
Oh, okay.
You're good. Google Mapupin.
I love that sound.
I already forgot if you got the coins here. Actually, I already know that you didn't. So this level should be pretty straightforward.
3 monkeys, 1 coin. Alright. Fuck! Starting with that shit.
Vibration. Yeah, I think this one's just basically a straight line, and I think you got everything, like, up to a point. And then it turns out that there's one that you just have to, like, pee on a particular grain of sand, and then it instantiates.
No, Magellan, you have to rotate the control stick.
I would do the screech again, but I might die.
It's not you. It's Magellan.
Well, Magellan didn't respond the first time, so I did the screech to
Fair enough.
make up for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
And by Magellan, you obviously mean the dragon from Eureka's castle.
Is there a dragon named Magellan in Eureka's castle?
I think it's. I haven't seen the show since I was like 6,
Okay.
but I want to say that I only remember it because it was mentioned in one of the Knickknacks videos. They haven't actually gotten to that show yet, but it was mentioned in like a different one. And the only thing I can remember is that I think the like guy in the costume is also the one who plays Big Bird and Bear in the Big Blue House.
Interesting.
Why are there like 6 J's in the word door? They just seem unnecessary.
I don't know what to talk about this segment.
The circumstances.
No.
Okay.
Random topic generator, go. No. Yeah, it's hard to come up with commentary for this game because like initially I was reacting to stuff. Now it's mostly stuff I've seen, but just going back.
I think the last one came out good, but it might have just been due to the happenstances.
Yeah.
I like how useless the crabs are. Oh, yeah, I'm still yawning and dying.
There you go. I need to find the coin before I get the last monkey, because there's only... Oh,
yeah.
Well, there's the last monkey.
Yeah, it's in a cave. If you, like, drop down there, I think you can go into it.
I'm in my final week of work training, and it's a big project.
You have decidedly died. Oh, wait, what?
I found it. The ancient texts.
I thought that this was just death.
This probably is. Oh, no, it actually won't let me go out of bounds. Oh, now? Okay.
You should complain about how you have to pay to...
I don't think I should talk. I mean, okay. I'm gonna say a thing, and you guys are gonna call me an idiot, for various reasons. But I suppose this would make for good commentary. I suppose just as a bit of a little legal disclaimer here, I'm not sharing anything here that is not a fact, okay? So, I think that means I can't, like, nothing bad can happen from this. But, I've mentioned that I, started my job a couple months ago. Is this where the coin is? This feels like a lot of effort to get a coin.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Oh.
Like, just go back. And there it is!
Okay, I'm not gonna mention anything here that's not a fact, but, in my contract, it says that, oh my god, that if I,
What says, and it said in the actual voice,
that if I do not perform the duties expected of me in the contract, that is, attending the training, passing the examinations as part of the training, which I already have done, by the way, so I'm set, I'm fine, probably. If I do not, and then, once I get placed on my contract, basically doing my job, as long as I don't get fired or anything, everything will be, nothing will happen. However, if, in the case that I fail to do my job properly, basically, or I get fired, then I will actually be contractually obligated to pay back my employer all or a part of, quote, the training fee, which is not actually specified in the contract how much it is. However, I have seen mention on reviews, because there are reviews for this employer, reviews that claim that it was like multiple thousands of pounds. The amount, the proportion that I would be obligated to pay will decrease over time. Like, so if it's in the last 6 months of the 2-year contract, I'll only have to pay like 25% or something, and it sort of scales. Sorry, let me just make a save state here.
I didn't realize that it was that much money. That's pretty insane.
Yeah. You can find several pretty bad accounts of, what would you say, people who did not have a good experience with this. And I knew a couple people on the course who, I say course, the training, that dropped out partway through it, and there is a good chance that they now owe the company money for the training that they received and then weren't able to utilize in their employment as part of the contract. Oh, wait. Don't I want to go back in there for some? Oh no, that's just how you leave, I see. Okay.
Yeah, no, you've seen the last one. Although I think you might have to go through a bit of a experience to get it.
I see. Anyway, so I will note that this was also at a time where, like, the training was happening in person, and you also had to, you weren't, like, people didn't used to be paid for it until recently. I'm not sure what exactly changed, but and that was something that was confirmed to me by the employer themselves. Oh, I see. They go into a fucking UFO.
Yeah.
I should have expected it from the UFO platform behind them. Anyway, so that's basically it. There's no, like, grand point I'm leading up to here. This is just a thing in my contract, and I have known this because I did read my contract before I signed it, because I'm not an idiot. You may still think I'm an idiot for actually signing it, though, since it's, it's like, hey, we'll give you training, and then if you do everything right, then you won't have to pay us. Like, it is sketchy for an employer, I think. Okay, I'm getting into opinions here. I could get in trouble for that, potentially. I don't know. But, anyway, make up your own minds. And you might think I'm stupid for doing so. I guess...
But that would be an opinion, and you could get in trouble for that, so...
I guess I was just like, well...
We should probably bust out the slingshot here.
Okay. It's hard for me to say what exactly my thought process was at the time, because this was a couple of months ago now. But... I guess I was confident enough in myself. Or rather, I was at least under the impression, more generally, that, this was not likely to happen, and that this was... Yeah, I guess that's what it was I knew that it could potentially happen, in theory.
Oh, what the hell?
I don't know. I knew that it could potentially happen in theory, but I assumed that it was like, what would you call it? An edge case?
Maybe, yeah.
And it could
you
very
just
well
need
still be, because...
particularly bad to have this happen to you.
Yeah, like, it's very possible that this is, you know, just a handful of people that basically got bad luck with it, and, you know, and, I mean, I never would have thought if I hadn't seen any reviews that you even could leave a review for your employer, so it's probable that, you know, a large majority of people have had positive experiences with this. I mean, it's not like, you know, it's an actual scam, like, built on making everyone fail it and have to pay money. Like, they get their money primarily from the clients who pay them to receive employees who have gotten the training. It's just, you know, it could be considered somewhat sketchy that you know, you can enter into a contract where you have to pay your employer for getting fired. But anyway, I will cease the discussion there. You can all think stupid of me if you want. I was not under the impression that this was something that was really, you know, had any chance of happening. And for the record, don't worry about me. Like, I've passed presumably the hard part. As long as I do my job, you know, like, this won't come into effect.
But what if you die from an asteroid? Will it have to pay?
I don't know.
Alright, I think you're good over here. I don't know if you did the underwater cave in this level. You probably want to just use the radar.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the radar.
Brown, what would it be? Brown?
Okay, do I have all
these
coins? Yes.
This was the level where you had an epic battle against, like, what the hell would you call it? It was like a turret on top of a submarine, and it was, like, kind of awful.
Quentin's teacher. Oh yeah, okay.
I see.
I didn't realize you could move the camera during these.
I guess you have not done the underwater cave then.
Okay. Magisfeld.
What about Magisfeld?
Nothing.
Why are people so enamored with turtles? Death?
Nah, I'm fine.
Bad?
Why didn't he move up?
I think you were under a ceiling.
Oh, bruh.
But no, I was just, you were swimming here and I saw the, like, shitty little fish, and I was just thinking about, like, the section in, Banjo-Tooie in Pterodactyl Land where there's, like, a bunch of ammonites and stuff underwater, which then made me think of, like, why do people think that Omanite is cool? It's kind of lame. And then that made me think of, like...
Do people think Omanite is cool?
Hmm?
Do people think Omanite is cool?
I think it's the more popular of the two fossils in Gen 1, which is...
There's no way!
But,
Kabutops... I thought Kabutops was, like, a fan favorite.
Well, like, I always thought Kabutops was cool, and
to me, it's like an obvious cool, you know.
Look,
it
every
seems
time
like the
I
type of
see
thing that would
somebody
be
play a
overrated.
Gen 1 game and they pick the fossil, they're like, oh yeah, he licked fossil, definitely.
I mean, isn't it just because the Twitch plays Pokemon?
It was before that. But anyway, that made me think of in Gen 5, where it's like, okay, you can choose between the game, like the series' 700th turtle Pokemon that is also like the 5th rock water type, or this like funky bird thing, and everyone's like, oh yeah, turtle, yeah.
I don't think Caracosta is a more popular one.
I have a feeling it is.
Weird.
Now, to be fair, Archeops does have a shitty ability, but it's also cool, so I don't care.
I'm always slightly disappointed in myself for, like, uneven distribution of category choose. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Basically, like, I have used none of the Gen 1 fossils, even though there are 3 of them. I have used 1 Gen 3, 1 Gen 4.
You did this section already.
Okay. Both Gen 5s, neither Gen 6, and 1 out of the 4 Gen 8s, though that one's more understandable, obviously. Okay, yeah. Where can I go?
Alright, nobody asked, but let me think which I've used. I did Kabutops and Aerodactyl both in the yellow LP. Otherwise, I haven't used them in any later generations. I used Armaldo in Omega Ruby. Have not used Cradily. I've used both of the Gen 4 fossils. Archeops, but not Caracosta. Aurorus, but not Tyrantrum. And I used Dracozolt. This was commentary worth having.
Yes.
Oh no, you're angry.
Clearly.
Ha, that's funny.
That's funny, mommy. Oh, you motherfucker. How do I get up there?
I mean, probably like that. I think you were just unlucky.
Wow, I'm glad.
I don't remember if we've ever actually explained the "that's funny, mommy" in a video. It's a very stupid story.
Okay.
It was. All I remember was, it was like, I think it was Joey. It was one of the kids. Was watching this random clip on like Nickelodeon.com, and it was this like compilation or like preview or something that either was entirely Mr. Meaty or just included it. I don't remember which. That was good. And for anybody who doesn't know what Mr. Meaty is, it's a really fucked up like show with puppets on Nickelodeon. I don't understand why it exists. And I couldn't understand what the hell they were saying in the clip, but to me it sounded like, it's the farfed doofed. And he thought this was the funniest shit, and so he was like trying to show his mom, and it was just, it was also my mom. Funny how that works. And it's just like, plays the clip. It's the farf tubes. That's funny, mommy. And then she didn't really have a response. And then did it again. That's funny, mommy. Like basically trying to be like, you agree, right? But just saying it in a very stupid way. So yeah, we got farfed doofed and that's funny, mommy out of this. Both classics to endure throughout the ages.
Yeah. God, people are gonna fucking roast me in the comments for the topic earlier.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I was always like, I have a generally pretty alright comment section, but I always assume that they're gonna like make fun of me or like get mad at me for stuff. I don't know why. Insecurity.
Yeah, I mean, it happens to everybody, I guess. Like,
it's
most
weird,
of the time, I would, like, my comments would usually be fine, and then occasionally I would just get these assholes that are just like, oh my god, I can't believe that you didn't notice the fucking thing that was visible on screen for 3 frames. What the hell is wrong with you?
that said that, like, the way that you pronounced something made you sound like a, like, I don't even remember what the insult was, honestly.
Yeah, they said I sounded gay or something because of the way that I said deteriorate.
That was it.
And then there was, you know, the Tetris Attack video where I, like, put in the cheat code to unlock, like, super hard mode. And then they said, you, sir, are the very definition of a tool.
Yeah, I always associate those stories.
They're very stupid. Then there was the one that commented on, like, every single video of Shovel Knight saying that I have, like, no gamer sense.
Oh my god, I remember that! Oh, I forgot about that. Christ.
Dexter secret, Dexter secret, Dexter secret. I'm gonna bop you.
Yes?
What?
What's that from?
Dexter's Secret.
Is it an episode of Dexter's Lab?
Yes.
I see.
The name of the episode was not Dexter's Secret, though.
But it will be the name of this one.
Okay.
I don't remember... many episodes of Dexter's Lab. I remember a couple for questionable reasons, and then also
Before you even finish that sentence, I'm like, shit, was there like a gender bending episode? If there was, I know you would remember it.
Hey, you don't have to call me out directly. I was gonna be vague about it. But fine, since you brought it up. There is an episode, and I don't remember the context in the episode, but I'm pretty sure there's an episode where a bunch of the, like Dexter and his friends, like, imagine what the girls' bathroom is, and they imagine that, like, there's, like, a secret door to, like, a meadow or some shit, where they just have picnics.
God, I vaguely remember this.
And I think they sneak in. I don't know why I want to shoot this thing, but... Anyway, there was also an episode... People are gonna make fun of me for remembering this. There was an episode where Dexter is like doing stuff in his lab and Dee Dee's fucking around, and he like hits his head and gets amnesia and forgets who he is or like what anything or anyone is.
Right.
And
everything should be inside the dinosaur.
Okay.
Because I think the
yeah
radar would have picked it up otherwise.
He gets amnesia, and Dee Dee takes the opportunity to
just whack it.
Oh, I forgot. Dee Dee takes the opportunity to tell Dexter that he's her sister, and like makes him do a bunch of like generic girl character stuff.
I see.
And then he gets his memories back.
Alright, there should be one at the beginning here, and then I think the rest of them are gonna be kind of deep in the level.
Okay. I'll just say, the other episode I remember is the Omelette Dude from Arch 1, because that one's like a big meme. And
yes.
And also I remember Dial M for Monkey, but I don't remember anything about it. That was not a Dexter, right?
Yeah, that was the Dexter segment. As was the Justice Friends.
So, actually, now that I think about it, I always assumed this water was, like, poisonous. But I guess not. Dexter, you have to try these. These I think are poisonous. Dexter, you have to, okay.
Yes. The audience takes off.
I like that. Yeah.
Stinking honka monster. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's go ahead and just make this commentary even more, like, embarrassing for myself and just talk about other episodes of cartoons I only remember for questionable reasons.
I mean, there was at least one from Kids Next Door, right?
Yes, yeah. I also happen to remember the episode number for some reason. It's Season 3, Episode 1, Operation Future. It is apparently a Terminator parody, though I did not realize this as a child. In this episode...
You wouldn't touch it as a child.
I'll recount the plot of the episode. So, number 4 ends up receiving some sort of invitation to go to a boarding school. I don't know why he receives it alone. And, like... It's a bit weird that he's just like, yeah, okay, I'll go there. But, so he goes to the
there's like a little platform in the water that you have to use the RC car for. I think you swam like directly underneath it and then still didn't check it.
Let's see. Is it that? Isn't that the entrance? Oh. Yay, bad sense of direction, apparently. I'm pants with directions. Oh, I remember this. Okay. So number 4 goes to this school for whatever reason, and he goes into the classroom, and literally every other student there is a girl, and he's like, why is this school full of girls? And they're like, yeah, it's a girls' school. And he's like, why am I here? And they're like, oh, don't worry.
Oh my god.
Well, you didn't remember that part? Like, or rather, I didn't tell you
I
about
don't think
that part.
I've ever seen it.
Oh, I've never told you that part? Anyway, I swear to God, this is what happens. It reads like a fucking stereotypical ass, you know, story of this ilk. Like this is the serious trope. How the fuck do I get the monkey?
You gotta chase it out of the crawl space.
He's not running away from it.
Yeah, it's doing a real good job. I don't know if he responds to where you're standing or only where the car is. I also don't know why there's clouds in there.
So anyway, oh, here we go. Good. At least I can fire nets at it now. Now we can't grab anything. There we go. So, I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure, like, some teacher shows up with a strange-looking gun. And number 4 manages to escape. And tries to contact headquarters at the KND. But it turns out they're like, oh no, they're taking over the world with this magic gun. The gun just turns you into a girl. It shoots like a laser. It also works on objects. So there's like a part where like he's like hiding in like a... It's not really stealth because they know he's there, but he's like ducking behind cover, and to like divert their attention, he like throws his hoodie one direction and runs the other direction, and they shoot at his hoodie and it turns into a dress. It's like fucking stupid shit like that. And anyway, so it like cuts to the future, like decades in the future, where it's like a fucking post-apocalyptic. It's not a post-apocalypse. It's like a dystopia where they've taken over and turned almost everyone into girls. Not only does it do that, but it also like mind controls them.
And do they just have a small group of men like in a chamber that are only there to write jokes?
No. That sounds pretty funny though. No, but there is a a resistance organization, the Boys Next Door, which is just a bunch of boys that are like, we gotta stop
And they're
this.
next door. Yeah, I think you want to go that way.
Okay. And then the plot of the episode from there on is not particularly of note to for questionable reasons. At that point, it's basically just like a resistance against the dystopia story. There's like a sub. I don't know if it's a subplot or if it's part of the plot. It's led by like an elderly an elderly number 4, and the granddaughter of number 3 tries to join the group disguised as a boy because like she also hates the state of things because she's like, this is stupid. And there's like some strife because they're like, we can't trust you. But yeah, and then eventually they save the day and like go back in time and stop it from happening.
No, that's the world would be better off.
Ah yes, I need the tank. Or tankta. Oh, Majesfeld liked that one apparently. Not Majesfeld.
Majesfeld, what?
Oh, Magellan liked my joke though. Didn't you hear them laughing at it?
God.
This is the stupidest.
Okay, how many kern do you still need?
That's all.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Just
I thought you were missing like 3.
Nope. Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
Anyway, for whatever reason, this episode particularly interested me as a child. Could not tell you why. Yeah, I'm past all pretense though, like, I've alluded to stuff before. And, you know what, whatever. You guys, my viewers are my friends. You guys get to know about random bullshit that, is not really any of your business.
Now I will share stuff.
Go ahead. Oh no.
I won't. That was a lie. I've deceived you.
Everyone already knows you have a pee fetish.
Oh my god.
For those unfamiliar with the bit, this is an inside joke in the community. It's not actually the case.
Well, the thing is, it's like, it's not true, but it's also not true.
You really want to talk about this?
No.
Donkey Kong incident. It has nothing to do with it, by the way. But now people will think it does. I've ruined everything.
A little bit. I stand by my explanation of it not being true, but it also not being true.
I would say that's inaccurate, but I know what you're getting at. Oh yeah, this room. I forgot.
It is not something I seek out. Yeah, bacon.
Does kind of look like bacon. I mentioned to you before that I was like, yeah, I ordered Subway one time and they don't let you take ingredients off, but I got the chicken and bacon, and if there was any bacon in there, I didn't notice, so it must have either been small or they forgot to put it in. I think they forgot to put it in because I ordered it again, and this time they put, like, 2 or 3 full, like, thin strips of bacon down the sandwich, and, like, I didn't like it, and I tried to take it out, and it kind of ruined it. So I'm only ever gonna do that in person when I can ask them not to put the bacon, or rather just be more specific with what I want in the sandwich. How the fuck do I get up there?
I don't think you do. I think you just want to shoot him.
Oh. My bad. Yeah, the questionable episode.
I don't care for the fact that Subway has just kind of become, like, the subject of ridicule lately. Both just in general because of, you know, there was the whole thing with, like, they got sued because their footlongs aren't actually 12 inches. And then there was the whole tuna debacle where it's like, it's not actually tuna. It's like, fucking leave Subway alone. Like, do you not have anything better to do?
Should you be saying that as an applicative of Jersey Mike's?
I mean, that's the next thing I was going to say is, at this job, everybody, employee and customer alike, shits on Subway constantly. Like, oh man, I'll never go back there again. I'm like, there's nothing fucking wrong with Subway. I say this, and yet the last 2 times I've gone to Subway, the first time was one of the days that I threw up. I don't know if it was from them, but now I have that association. And the second time, I felt sick afterwards, but didn't throw up. So it's like, I don't know if it's their fault. It could be coincidence, but it makes me sad.
You forgot the indefinite article. You just said it could be coincidence. Oh wait, actually that is grammatically correct, isn't it?
Is it? I
think that actually is a valid alternative.
They could catch cold.
Now that one is just annoying. As is the notion that you can catch a cold from being cold.
Yes. There's just the moon.
Oh boy, more of these majestic.
Is this a kidney stone?
Kidney stones.
Rock wall.
Alright, how many have I got left?
Probably one.
Just the one, yeah. Okay.
Dexter secret.
They make your dreams come true.
Worms and plastic minnows. But did you know that Rugrats was ahead of its time and also the only show that could show death on screen? I don't know what the hell that meant. I don't know, I saw this post recently that was like, apparently there was an episode where, like, it was revealed that Tommy was, like, born prematurely, and I didn't... I saw the episode as a kid, but I didn't really realize that that's what they were saying. And people are like, oh my god, this show is ahead of its time. That's why he's so brave.
What the fuck? Yeah, I don't like this.
That's why Stu always calls him Champ.
Or, it's because he's his dad. And dads just do that.
Like, I mean, if that is what they were going for, I'm not gonna say that they were wrong. I don't know what that sentence was, but I don't know. The main important thing about Rugrats is Treese Pop, and the scene that apparently doesn't exist of the, like, gigantic fucking baby passing along the like, Play-Doh key, or sorry, Clay-Doh.
Yes.
Which also is Gona.
I like his Gona.
Who they abducted from China.
It's Nemasai. It's Japanese.
What is that?
It's from Ashens and the Quest for the Game Child. The villain of that movie is called Nemasai. It's spelled Nemesis, but he's like, it's Nemasai.
That is the first thing in this game that I have zero recollection of. I do not remember this mini-boss existing.
Maybe it's, maybe you were busy playing Mirror's Edge at the time.
No!
Oh, you know what? Magellan probably played it for you.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh.
Anyway, thanks for playing for me today, Magellan. Next time, I suppose we'll move on to the next world. Is the next world already the, Oh, it's the ice one, isn't it?
The Great Treasure Hunt.
Great Treasure Hunt. Thanks for having me on, guys. Yeah, no problem.
Bad.
Bad.